everyone. My name is MJ Voches, and welcome to part 1 of the workflow stream for the creation process for this month's entry for the Underland Chronicles Art Challenge. For this month, we are working the month of July. We're going to be working on chapters 16 to 18, a scene from chapters 16 to 18. But yeah, for the Underland Chronicles Art Challenge, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what I'm talking about. The Underland Chronicles Art Challenge is an art challenge that I started to make a bunch of artworks for the Underland Chronicles, because there's really not much on the internet, and also to tell the followers of the Underland project that the project is still ongoing. So yeah, every month for this challenge for 1 year, I'm gonna be just making an artwork that is based on the book, based on the chapter prompts, and then any kind of artworks. But for this year, I decided I'd be making comic cinematics for each of the months. So yeah, I've been doing comic cinematics for the months of February to June. January is actually just a 2D artwork, which is also a stream here on this channel if you wanna check that out. But yeah, for this month we are gonna be working on chapter 16 to 18. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to go on and check the book. I forgot to add a screen for this, like my reading a book. Tell you what, I'm gonna immediately. I'm just gonna set this up on stream here. Hopefully it doesn't break the stream. And let's see if I can find it right away. Hopefully I can. Reading. There it is. I'll loop that. Okay, and there we go. And just make that full screen if I can. Transform, fit the screen, please. And there we go. So right now, I'm just gonna be reading a book. The book, Gregor and the Prophecy of Bane by Suzanne Collins. Only chapters, what was that again? Chapters 16 to 18. I'm gonna pick a scene within that chapter, and we're gonna make a comic cinematic based on that. So yeah, chapter 16 to 18 is when this is after the whirlpool. I think Gregor saved Twitchtip, and then Twitchtip 16 to 18, right? And Twitchtip trusted him. Where did the girl and her fly get our food? Chapter 16. Oh yeah, chapter 16 is that part. By the way, if you haven't read the Underland Chronicles yet, this stream will have a bunch of spoilers on it, and I'm probably about to read one big spoiler from book 2, and it is that time where tell you what, I'm not gonna include that one, the one that happened to Pandora. If you read the book, maybe you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not gonna include what happened to Pandora, or I'm not gonna show it. The creature reared up. Oh, Twitchtip's blood. What is this? Aris dropped his bird and collapsed. Gregor rolled off his back and hit the floor with a thud. Oh yeah, this is the Serpents. The Serpents. The one that looks like a dinosaur on the water. I forgot, like a Loch Ness monster kind of thing. Oh, this is gonna be a great opportunity for a comic cinematic. The Serpent! Of course! Looks like our artwork is gonna be intense. Yeah, we're gonna do the serpent scene. So yeah, we're gonna do the serpent scene. We're gonna be using a Blender for this. I did not open Blender yet, and I'm gonna have to be AFK for a few minutes. Just gonna open Blender here, and I'm gonna AFK for a few minutes. It's also a chance for me to show you the AFK screen. Yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm back. Okay, we're gonna do this now. So as I said, we are gonna be working on a scene where the serpents arrived. So what we're gonna do is we are now in Blender. I'm gonna go new, and we're gonna create a 2D and we're gonna start a new project, a 2D animation project. And for this part, for part 1, we are gonna be doing a sketch. So we're gonna sketch out our plan for the comic cinematic. As I said, we're gonna be working on the part where the serpents came out, and I kind of have like a nice scene on my head right now. And you'll be seeing that. You'll have an idea what that is soon. I'm probably not gonna be able to read your chats right away too because I don't have a dual monitor set up right now. But yeah. For now, we're gonna do some sketch, and what I want for this comic cinematic is that I just want the serpent's head. I want the serpent's head visible here. It's like a Loch Ness monster kind of deal, a bullet-shaped head, kind of like a Brontosaurus's head, and it's also blind. Its eyes are, it doesn't have eyes, or there's like a slit where the eyes. Which is something that the book actually discovered. I can probably read to you that part, but you know what? Never mind, because looking for the page will take so much time, and I was already AFK for a lot of minutes there. So I'm just checking if the stream is great. Microphone's on. Okay, everything's great. Chats, nobody's chatting. Only Jane, Janim. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thanks for watching. And yeah, let's keep going. So I'm gonna save my muscle, it's already been like a muscle memory kind of thing. The Control S button is automatically pressed. So we're just gonna save here right away. I just need to look for the folder where we're gonna save this. Should be in the underlying project. Blender project, artworks. I'm gonna create a new folder. And rename, rename F2. Rename this folder the Serpents. I do hope you can see this on the screen too. Oh yes, you can. So the Serpents. So it's going to be the Serpents, the title of our artworks. Because yeah, for the Underland Chronicles art challenges, artworks, I just wanted a simple title. So we have here the head of the serpent. There's its head, just a quick sketch just to lay out our scene. And there's gonna be a bunch of heads coming out as well. Like right here. One is already roaring. Roar! One is already roaring right here. Because there's a bunch of serpents that came out on that scene. They call it Serpents. It's one of those like Loch Ness monster kind of dinosaur. I forgot what the dinosaur name is. One that's, a sea dinosaur. That has a long neck. It's gotta be a long neck because they didn't really call it the Serpents if it doesn't have a long neck. So it won't really be that much detailed on how the dinosaur or the serpents will look yet. Just the general kind of like this general shape of the dinosaur. And then the camera will be like zooming, but first will be zoomed in on the serpent's head. And I might add like a light, like illuminating it like Gregor's flashlight or something. Because it will like emerge from below, going up, and then this camera's like right on its head as it comes up. And then we zoom out, we reveal the boats. Should be a boat here. The boat is supposed to be being lifted by Ares and Merit's flyer bond. Ares very giant. They're giant bats. So the boat will be like this. We have Gregor right here. Probably too big, Gregor is. So I'm just gonna make Gregor slightly. The boat is not really that big. So I'm just gonna go do some general shapes here. Gregor would be taping the flashlight on his arm. And he is going to be bringing out his sword, I think. So this is his other arm. Flashlight will be here, illuminating the serpents. And yeah, I'm probably not gonna show the others. I'm just gonna show Gregor. He's probably wearing the backpack already, getting ready. I mean, already ready. So we have something like that going on. What I can do is I can play with the size here. So I'm just gonna grab the boat and Gregor here. Just gonna deselect parts of the monster here. And I can scale it. So that we only see Gregor. So for this artwork, it's only gonna be Gregor. The others will be somewhere in the background. Okay, Gregor's gonna be here. And let's see. Let me just quickly visit the book here. Chapter 16. He lowered. There he loses suddenly. The place emerged from the darkness, visible in the light of a small volcano. Chapter 16. Tell me about one of your days. So, 10 cards. There are several entrances to the labyrinth. There was no chance fighting them. It was all Gregor could do to cling to Ares' back. Gregor Learsmith jumps off. Oh yeah. Fly! And that's when Gregor put it all together. The rats weren't trying to sink their boat with the rocks. Yeah, the rats woke up the serpents. And Gregor abandoned ship. They abandoned ship. Oh yeah, that's right. The boat wasn't being lifted by the bats. Everyone's flashlight was on high beam now, which was good since the single torch that had been lit had just hit the water with a sizzle. Gregor felt his legs pushing off the boat, and then it was gone. His first thought was, so I guess they're not extinct after all. He meant dinosaurs, but that wasn't quite right. Dinosaurs had the ability to walk on land. This creature propelled itself with flippers, some kind of aquatic reptile then, but as old as the dinosaurs, and as big as the biggest skeletons he'd seen at the museum in New York City. Its body was a flattened oval. A whip-like tail beat the water, causing waves to roll across the calm pool. The neck was at least 30 feet long, and atop its sinuous, scaly pink length was a bullet-shaped head. There were indentations where eyes might have been, somewhere in its evolution, but they were long gone. What use were eyes to it down here? Its mouth opened, letting loose a low howl that chilled Gregor right down to his DNA. And then his light hit the teeth. Hundreds and hundreds of teeth in 3 rows. I think it's fine. I think we're fine here. Crunch. Let's see. Bam, something hit the side of the boat, ripping away a chunk of it. Further. There's no time to be picky, snapped the serpents. The serpents woke up. Bam, something hit the side of the boat. The bats barely managed to hang on. Gregor thought one of the rats. Yeah, the bats were lifting the boat here. Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. The bats were lifting the boat, so we can have like our little scene works because the bats were lifting the boat here. We're airborne. This boat is airborne, but it's not really gonna be seen because we're gonna be focusing on the serpent, which will open its mouth, and there's going to be like a low growl, like something that's I'm gonna figure out. I kind of know how to make like a low growl sound. I think I have one right here. I think I have a low growl sound right here, just to give you like kind of an idea. Let me just look for it. It should be in music, SFX. It's something that I recorded myself, I think. Monsters. I do hope you can hear this. Can you hear that? Let me do that again. Yeah, that's the. I'm probably gonna be using this, or maybe get something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit juicier. But yeah, we're good to go here. We have our first part of our sketch. Now we're gonna. This is just a rough sketch. Now we're gonna try and be a bit more detailed here. So I'm gonna select this. This is gonna be our sketch grease pencil object, because we're gonna be using different grease pencil objects for each of the elements here. So this is the sketch 1. That should be sketch 1. So sketch, I'll just call it sketch, and then sketch detailed. And now we can go a bit more detailed on our drawings here, our sketch. So yeah, I'm gonna start sketching out Gregor here. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna make the opacity. I'm gonna lock the sketch layer and reduce the opacity a bit. Now I'm gonna start like do a much more. I'm kind of a bit of a detailed sketch for Gregor. So his hair first. We're just gonna be seeing the back of his head, so that's mostly hair. I'm gonna go to camera view again. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did not enable the screencast, did I? Let's see if they have it. If it's here, viewport interface. Is it here? 3D viewport pie menus. No. I forgot the screencast. It's supposed to be screencast. Yeah, they don't have it here. I'm looking for. I cannot show you the buttons that I press for now, but on the next part I will set it up. That's something that I forgot. But anyways, I'm gonna keep sketching here. And I'm also gonna check if you guys are chatting here. Not really. So I'm gonna keep going. By the way, if you have any questions, just don't hesitate to ask them in the comments or in the chats if you're watching live. So I'm just gonna go and do Gregor's the way I did Gregor's clothes from previous artworks. So he's got to be wearing a bag. He's bringing his backpack here. It's an overland backpack, so it won't look old. It's gonna look kind of like how backpacks are. A very generic backpack too. It's kind of looking like Dora's backpack right now. I'll tell you what, let's go do that. Dora's backpack. Let's just do a Dora's backpack there. And arm right here. And I'm not exactly sure if Gregor's drawn his sword here. But I might actually just do that for, for effect. But the thing is, they weren't really... I remember Gregor forgetting about his sword. And Temp had to bring the sword for him. So, Gregor won't have a sword here. Let's not give Gregor a sword. Because he always forgets his sword. Only during this time. Only in book 2, I think, that he keeps forgetting his sword. Despite the fact that in book 2, he discovers that he's got a special ability. So this is the flashlight. He taped it on his arm using a duct tape. And he does this for all the others as well, so that they don't have to worry about holding on to it. They can just focus on, like, battling an enemy if they have to. So he taped a flashlight on his arm like this, and this is going to be emitting a light towards the serpent. So just gonna keep going here. The boat, it's going to have like a very simple design. I don't exactly have, like I said in previous parts, I don't have a final design for the boat, so I'm just gonna go draw like a rough, something like this. And we're gonna be worrying about the details later when we're doing the line arts, which will be tomorrow. So like that, like this. Just gonna do something like that. And then the dinosaur, the serpent. Serpent will have like indentation with, it's got eyes before. It's gonna be something like this. I might actually even slightly animate like the mouth area here. So I'm just gonna draw some quick teeth here. Maybe something like this will do. Like that. Neck right there. I kind of want to make them like how the what was the name of that monster again in Monster Hunter? It's gonna be like the Munie monster, I guess. They gotta look more angry though. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of arcs recently. That might be able to help a bit here. Let's add some like this. Don't know what that's called. The dinosaurs. But yeah, I could really do more to make this look ominous. Right now, it's not looking great. It's gotta be more I can do to make this look ominous here. What can we do? So the fun part of this will probably be the texture part. Because we're gonna be seeing, or the material part, because we're gonna be seeing this slowly come to life. I don't know, that doesn't look great. I'm gonna have to not follow the sketch here. And do something like that. Yeah, maybe like this. Oh yeah, and ended up erasing the flashlight on Gregor's arm there. Gonna have to do it again. But yeah, this is just a sketch. It would still change a lot for the final one. And I'm gonna be doing some off-screen sketching just to fix it a bit. Yeah, we have one serpent head right here. And that's gonna continue on up to below here. And then the other serpent. Yes, I'm just gonna copy the other one for the other serpent. Or, you know what? Let's just draw this. I wanna move this one right here. So the best thing about Blender, you can move the grease pencil objects. So yeah, I'm gonna be AFK for a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna just finish this up. The other serpent here. Just gonna quickly do something like this, maybe. I could, nah, never mind. I was gonna try and like use the Neishi monster as like a reference, but yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna go draw the other serpent right here. Roar! It roars. Teeth. This, I'm gonna fix this off recording. So we got eyes right there. Serpent roars. And I think we're good to go. Yeah, I think this is all for the stream. I'm gonna be doing some off-screen fixes for this, just to make it more appealing and stuff. I can even just do like some editing here for the points. Turn on proportional editing. And then I'm just gonna grab some of the neck here. Right there. I can like move the neck a bit like that. And sketch out the rest. And this could be more ominous if it's bigger. So that's something that we're gonna do. We're gonna make it bigger. So the head will definitely be bigger here. This, yeah. This definitely does something. I'm gonna move it to the x-axis for a bit. I'm gonna select everything and move it there. And that definitely does something there, making it bigger. Because when it's smaller, it's, you know, it's gonna not that scary but with it bigger like that. Mostly like occupying our screen here, then we can really see how scary it is. So that looks nice. And yeah, I think that's all that I'm gonna be sharing for this stream. This is part 1 of a series of videos where I'll be showing to you how to do this. I'm probably gonna be including even the video editing process of this, just to really show you, how I make these comic cinematics. But yeah, this is part 1. We did some sketch. There's the serpent, Gregor, boat, another serpent roaring. On the next part, we're going to be doing some line arts, and that's when we're going to be really working on the parallax of things, how far each of them from each other on the 3D space. And that's something that we're going to do on part 2. So yeah, part 1, this is it for this the sketching part. And yeah, there's definitely a bit more process until we get to the final piece. But yeah, for now, that's all. A huge thanks to those who watched the stream. Thank you so much to Jane, to Christine Jane, Kudera. And yeah, also a huge thanks to those who supported me through KoFi, to Handsomeness, Jubin, Erick Madrigal, yaejinssi, to Fritz, also to Elizabeth Money, to Magnolia Weathershield, to ZQ Star, and of course, Jane, for watching the stream as well, and also supporting through KoFi, and also to Tristan Wintle, GulliermoGage, the ones who really, constantly support me in this endeavor of mine, and also Mbuddy, a very active member of the community, I guess, of the Underland Chronicles, community, and also the Underland project. Yeah, that's all for now. Follow Doodle Notes Productions everywhere on the internet. Subscribe to the Doodle Boat for more, live streams and the making of stuff. Yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilchas, and yeah.